Russia, Ukraine. Continue air attacks as ceasefire prospects remain uncertain. Fighting between Russia and Ukraine has intensified in recent days, with both countries carrying out airstrikes amid ongoing diplomatic uncertainty over the possibility of a ceasefire. The latest wave of attacks has resulted in further destruction and casualties on both sides, as efforts to negotiate an end to the war remain stalled. According to reports from Ukrainian officials, Russian forces launched multiple missile and drone strikes targeting key infrastructure and military positions across Ukraine. Cities such as Kharkiv, Odessa, and Kiev have witnessed increased bombardments, causing power outages and damage to residential areas. Ukrainian air defense systems have managed to intercept several incoming missiles, but some have still managed to hit their intended targets. Meanwhile, Ukraine has responded with its own strikes on Russian-held territories, including regions in the Donetsk and Luhansk oblasts, as well as military positions inside Russia. Ukrainian drones have reportedly targeted supply depots and command centers, aiming to weaken Russian military operations. Despite growing international calls for peace, diplomatic efforts have yielded little progress. Recent reports indicate that while back-channel discussions are ongoing, neither side appears willing to make significant concessions. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has reiterated that Ukraine will not agree to any ceasefire that does not include the complete withdrawal of Russian troops from occupied territories. On the other hand, Russian President Vladimir Putin has maintained that any negotiations must take into account what Moscow calls new territorial realities. Western nations continue to provide military and financial assistance to Ukraine, while Russia has intensified efforts to secure support from allies, including China and Iran. The geopolitical landscape remains tense, with fears that prolonged conflict could lead to further instability in the region. As air attacks persist and no clear pathway to peace emerges, civilians in both countries continue to bear the brunt of the violence. Many Ukrainians have been forced to flee their homes due to the escalating attacks, while Russian border regions have also reported increased strikes. The humanitarian situation remains dire, with aid organizations struggling to provide relief amid the ongoing conflict. For now, the prospects of a ceasefire remain uncertain as both sides appear determined to continue fighting in pursuit of their objectives. The coming weeks will likely be crucial in determining whether any meaningful progress toward peace can be achieved, or if the war will continue unabated.
Freedom Square.